So when you say no advertisement, you know the like random ads from Shopee, Lazada, or maybe just I don't know from Wish or those companies that send random emails to random emails, you know? So in UP Mail, you won't be receiving those because there is a stricter spam filter. So the next is mobility. So mobility is this can be explained by like your UP Mail can't only it's not only limited to UP Cebu. Just because you're a UP Cebu student and your UP Mail comes from the admin of UP Cebu, that does not mean that you can't use it across other campuses. So if, for example, you're going to UP Diliman for a tour, or maybe you'll have to send an email from there, you can use it there also because UP Mail is accessible and can be used across all UP campuses. So next perk will be collaboration tools. The fourth and fifth perk, it will be explained in the further slides pa. So don't worry, guys. I'll just give you a brief explanation of what I mean by collaboration tools. So by collaboration tools, I mean like you have access to Google Drive, Google Suites to be more general, Google Suites, and then there is Canva Pro. You can even use Zoom. I mean, you can use Zoom. You can use all these collaboration tools with a basic email, but you won't be getting the benefits that we'll get if you use your UP email. So the fifth perk, this is kind of connected to the fourth one, the greater file storage and file sharing capability. This is referring to our benefit in Google Drive, which is part of the Google Suites. So in Google Drive, I will be sharing that later. But anyways, just so you guys can have a little bit of info about this, it means that in Google Drive, you know, when you sign up using your personal email, not the UP mail, you only have 15 gigabytes of storage space. But when you use your UP email, that will like be much bigger. Like I swear, it'll be much bigger. And so next, okay, so these are the collaboration tools that I'm talking about. So G Suite for education. So first of all, what is Google Suite? So Google Suite is a bunch of tools, uh, specifically for education, right? We're talking about that. So this is a suite for free Google tools that are like focused on academic purposes or like educational purposes. And these tools are tailored for education and schools or homeschools like that. So um, what are the benefits that we'll be getting from this? So if you don't know, some of the tools in Google Suites, um, they aren't free. Like for example, if you're a business and you want Google Suites for your office, you'll have to subscribe and pay monthly, I guess. The benefits we'll be getting from our UP Mail subscription to G Suite for Education is it's gonna be for free. We don't have to pay anything, just like a UP Mail. Um, and then another is this is what I said earlier, the 15 gigabytes free storage space for Google will be transformed into 5 terabytes. So it's gonna be much bigger. So you don't have to worry about space when you're saving things on your Google Drive because you'll have a lot of space. And then another thing is you have 100 gigabytes. That's still free for Google Sites. If you don't know, Google Sites is used for like making basic sites. Yeah, basically making basic sites, like the simple sites. I can't really go into detail because I'm not that savvy in this field. So, and then another benefit is free Google Vault. So before anything else, oh, by the way, the tools that are in Google Suite are Classroom, Google Classroom. I'm pretty sure like maybe everyone is already acquainted with Google Classroom. We're using it this, I think we're using this for the upcoming school year. And then there's Gmail, Google Drive, Calendar, Vault, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, Google Sites, and Google Hangouts. And there are also other things like Google Calendar, Google Contacts, Forms, Groups, and Chrome Sync. Yeah, so I'm gonna be showing you guys how to avail this benefit. Okay, so this is the website for G Suite. This is it, and then I think we're gonna go to Gmail first. I'm sorry, I opened the wrong tab. So just to demonstrate, so we click Mag Sign In because it's in Filipino. I don't know why. Mag Sign In, and then I'm gonna enter my email for a while. Okay, so here it is G Suite. So let's see. Look at this, the overview. We're gonna be seeing an overview. So as I said earlier, diba, if you're gonna be like if you want it for your business, there's gonna be a fee, and this is it, right? So here, these are the applications that are in Google Suite, but I don't think the current app script cloud search is available for Google Education. So basically, once you sign in using your UP Mail, you'll be able to avail the 5 terabytes. And if you open your Google Drive, it won't even show like a limit for the storage space. At first, I thought it was unlimited. So yeah, here we go. Let's click storage. The next collaboration tool is Zoom. So if you don't know, if you have a basic account from Zoom, the free account, you'll only be able to host up to 100 participants, and not only you'll also have a time limit. So you'll have to hold your meeting in 40 minutes or less, because after 40 minutes it will automatically end. So Office 365. So if you don't know, Office 365 offers a lot of tools, just like Google Suites for Education. Like it offers Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Documents, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word, I mean. So these are the these are the tools offered by Office 365. So with your UP Mail, you have the benefit of um, you can access the Microsoft Office applications online. So you'll just go to their website. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to avail the benefits of Office 365 using your UP Mail. So the next benefit is SharePoint Online, which is also part of the tools that are offered by Office 365. And you have 1 terabyte OneDrive storage, just like the Google Drive, but in this case, only 1 terabyte. And you have a licensed Microsoft Office 2016 software and Power BI business intelligence software. So this is where I gathered the information about Office 365. If you didn't see this, this is available in the UP Cebu PIO, University of the Philippines Cebu, in their page. The next collaboration tool we'll be talking about is Canva Pro. I think everyone knows what Canva is, right? It's like an online editor. You can make pictures, you can edit pictures, you can make slides, you can even edit videos. Yes, you can edit videos using Canva. In the basic account, if you sign up using your basic account, you'll have access to a lot already. But with UP Mail, you can access brand kit management, magic resize, design and photo folders. You can download designs with transparent backgrounds, Canva Animator, which is used for videos, creating videos using Canva. And you also will have access to free content that is exclusive to subscribers. This will be shown. You'll click sign up with Google. input your email, your UP mail, and your password. And once that is done, you'll be taken to the Canva page, the starting page. This is what it looks like. And I've censored the sensitive information, including my profile picture and my name. But you guys know my name now. So this is what it looks like. You'll see a graduation cap beside your name. Your name will be showing here, or the brand, I mean the collaboration, the group that you'll be joining. You can join groups. Basic email etiquette. So I think most of us here are students. Yes, right? Most of us here are students. So now that with COVID-19 and the strict guidelines from the DOH or and the World Health Organization, it is very unlikely for us to have face-to-face classes and um, for us to be able to continue our education, we'll be resorting to online classes. So not the now that online classes is implemented in UP, we will we should be able to we should know how to communicate using emails. And communicating using emails, we have to follow a certain rules so that you won't offend the recipient of your email. So that is why we are going to be talking about basic email etiquette. So the first guideline we'll be talking about is having a clear subject line. So if you don't know, a subject line is the in when you send your email, the body of the email will be the in the body part, like the what do you call that? Like naa siya sa ubos sa sender, recipient, and the subject. And then ang above niya muna siya ang subject line. So in sending an email, it's not recommended that you leave your subject line blank. Okay? Now with online classes, teachers will be receiving a lot of emails. Okay? We're not the only students that they have. So let's be considerate and let's be clear. So we should put a subject line so that they will know what it is, what your email is about. So in having a subject line, you should also be specific, not just for example, to be passed, investigatory project. You have to like include unsa man ni siya nga part sa investigatory project. If inyong teacher niingon nga like reference part ra or chapter 1 ra, like that. So you have to have a clear subject line. So you have to have a clear subject line para makabaw ang teacher or the recipient before opening your email kung unsa about imong email. So the clearer your subject line is, the more likely your message will be read. Okay, if you just leave it blank, the teacher will or the recipient will automatically think na maybe it's not important because there is no subject line and I don't know what it is about and I have a million emails to open, so I'll just open it later after I open the other email. So that is important to have a clear subject line. The next guideline is to not forget your signature. Include all of your contact details so the recipient doesn't have to look up your address, email, or phone number. So in emailing, everyone, for example, if not just in an academic setting or a school setting, labi na in businesses, sometimes you'll be doing business with partners that are not from the Philippines or international, in the international level na. So we won't be having the same time zone. So that it will be easier to connect, to communicate, you shouldn't forget to put your signature, your name, maybe if they have something to ship for you, your address, your email, of course, or another email if you have like many emails for personal and business, you'll have to include that so that you'll be contacted much more easier. And then the next one is do use a professional salutation because emailing is like a field for professionals and academics. So you shouldn't use it for casual conversations. I mean, you can use it for wedding invitations, but you also have to be professional because this is email we're talking about, guys. This isn't Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. This is a professional platform. The next slide is pertaining to don't use humor. This is in your body, in the body part of your email. So don't use humor. You know that in emailing you are limited. You can't show your facial expressions. You know, you can't use gestures like this. You can't um, you can't make the recipient see if you're happy or you're sad or you're angry. You'll have to um, you'll have to make sure that your email will convey your message properly. So the next guideline is to proofread your message. This is important because, for example, my personal experience, I sent an email to someone saying good morning, but then I sent it 10 p.m. in the evening. So it's kind of embarrassing to send an email with typos, right? So you have to proofread your message. For example, maybe you're just emailing a lot of people and you'll be like typing their names, good day Guada, good day Camille, good day Cherise, but then you're using the same format and the same content, but then you'll send the email to Guada, but the name that you'll be sending is good day Cherise. So you'll have to proofread your message. And then the next guideline, let's do it fast, guys. I think we're running out of time. I can't really check the messages. Okay, so the next guideline is don't assume the recipient knows what you're talking about and do reply to all emails. So the first guideline that I said is can also be connected to the first guideline. Do have a clear subject line. You have to assume na you're just talking about this now. Kay dili man pareha sa chat na real time like ditso-ditso ang inyong pag-communicate kay most likely if you're using email kay you'll be sending files, PDFs, like you'll be attaching something and that will take time to really take time and within that time dili ka sure if ang recipient nga imong sendan kay wala koy lain ka email. So if moingon ka mao ni atong gitalk about kato ganing kato inana dili ka moingon og specific na subject, they won't know what you're talking about or they'll know after scrolling a bunch in their emails and let's be considerate na lang. And then do reply to all emails because it's disrespectful labi na in maybe in Facebook you're okay with scene zoning friends because they're your friends, but in a professional setting, even the smallest emails, kay you have to reply, "Thank you, I've received the file." Like that. So the recipient will acknowledge your professionalism. Give a Of course, you have to give a timely and polite reply to each legitimate email addressed to you. And guys, please don't send emails like 1 a.m. in the morning, unlike me. I always forget to schedule send and I hit send incorrectly almost all the time. So, next slide is don't shoot from the lip. Never send an angry email or give a quick flip response. So, this is what happens kanang sapot kaayo ka, for example, you're very fed up with the corrections na make sa imong, for example, thesis mate nimo. It says what it says, it means what it means. You should never send an angry email. You should not curse through email because it will destroy your professionalism. And yes. And then the next one is do keep private material confidential. Kabaw man ta nga sa emails, it's not really that safe, though it's convenient. Dili kaayo siya safe unless you know how to encrypt everything. Me, I don't know how to do that because, as I said, dili ko sabi anang part. So, um, you have to keep private material confidential. And if you do want to share the files that are being sent to you, kay ask permission from the sender so that wala tay malik ka information. And then don't overuse exclamation points. Like what I said, wala all caps. Ayo na guys kay murag all caps. It translates to like angry or shouting in the internet. So yeah, if you also overuse exclamation points, you'll come off as like maybe are you crazy or are you just strong? Like what are you trying to say? Are you shouting? Do you want to shout at me? That's the message that you'll be conveying to the recipient of your email. So don't overuse exclamation points. Maybe if you just want to say that this is important, you just one exclamation point. Don't overuse it. So, rule number one, remember the human. You are talking to a real person, not a computer. So, when typing your emails, remember that you're also talking to another human being. So, be kind, be caring, be respectful. So, in etiquette, by the way, etiquette is internet etiquette. It's just a term used for internet etiquette. Um, so, we'll be following this as I said, online classes na. And then rule number two, let's move on to rule number two, adhere to the same standards of behavior online that you follow in real life. Therefore, do not do unto others what you don't want to be done to you. How you talk should be how you type. For example, if you're polite in real life, you also have to be polite in the internet. For example, not only in emailing, in Facebook, because everything you type in the internet will stay there forever, even if you delete it. So you will have to be careful about how you talk. As much as possible, guys, no cursing unless it's very necessary. And then rule number three, know where you are in cyberspace. Just like in real life, there are some culture that is acceptable here, but not acceptable elsewhere, or that is unacceptable here, but is acceptable as elsewhere. So in real life, in America or in Western countries, you're allowed to call your friend's mom by their name. But in the Philippines, if you call your friend's name like, Oy, Margie, musta ka Margie, it's considered disrespectful. Okay, we use honorifics here man in the Philippines like auntie, chungkang, tita, something like that. So just like in cyberspace, you'll have to be considerate, not where you are, where you are in cyberspace. Like, are you in a casual platform? Are you in a professional platform? That is what is being unsay gitukoy aning where you are in cyberspace. Rule number four is respect other people's time and bandwidth. Make your written communication meaningful and to the point. So to not waste time, kay dapat dili ka paligoy-ligoy just to para lang masay nga hala daghan ko og vocab words, mag-use ko og daghan nga like complicated kayo, like extravagant words nga dili makabaw sa tanan. Pero I don't know many words like that. So dili ko ka example, basta basically dapat to the point imong message, dili ka magpaligoy-ligoy pa para mano sa recipient nimo kung unsa gyud imong gimin. And dili lang kana ang that's not the only thing nga gikuan ana gitukoy sa respect other people's time and bandwidth. It also pertains to sending emails in appropriate hours. So some businesses close 8 p.m., 9 p.m. So, ang kasagaran working hours kay 8 to 8 or 7 to 8 p.m. in the evening. So, as much as possible, guys, you shouldn't send it in the late hours because it's disrespectful. So, you'll have to send it early in the morning. Basta you have to respect each other's time. Okay. So rule number 5, make yourself look good online. So just like rule number 2, you have to be polite, but this pertains to the kuana, the technical part of writing. You have to practice proper grammar and spelling, and you have to be clear and polite. So kailangan jud ta mag-study guys o grammar para dili kayo ta mauwawan, no? I mean, ako dili pud kay ko. I'm not that fluent in English, but I think I know the basics, so I think I'm safe. So dapat correct gyud atong grammar so that ma-convey nato atong message properly sa recipient, dili maglibog ang recipient. Rule number 6 is you have to share expert knowledge. For example, if lang ha, professionals na ta, we're not students na, or maybe if na kay research na like, wow, amazing jud kayo, like, ikay first nakakuha na kay. You can publish it online sad so that others can access it and or if, for example, wata ka ba na ay nangutana dito yun nga, uy, unsa din niya? Like, wala pa dyan nakapost ana there online. So, we share our expert knowledge so that it can be of use to others. Help keep flame wars under control. So, ang flame wars, this is pertaining to like online wars, online trash talkan. I think, not maybe trash talkan, you know the arguments that are formed when a controversial issue is being posted online, like political, those kind of posts. When they're arguing, unless it's being done professionally, like citing resources or not being disrespectful, not being offensive, like not using words like dumb, stupid, or just explaining their opinion with respect. And then rule number 8 is to respect other people's privacy. You shouldn't share private information online and practice asking for permission when sharing content that's not yours. So this is pertaining to giving credits. This is yes, giving credits. For example, I'm a photographer. I am taking photos. I post it online, and you want to put it on your blog because you want to shout out, you want to praise my photography skills. That's just for example, guys. I'm not really a photographer. You have to credit me or you have to ask me for permission. Hey, can I put this on my blog? And then I say yes, thank you for like sharing the word on my picture. And then for also for private information, like for example, I give you my contact number. If I give you my contact number and I say nga, please don't share this, please don't share it. Sad. Okay, it's my, for example, this is my personal contact number. This is solely for businesses that I'm in partnership with. So please don't give it out to just anyone. Please don't give it out to just anyone because then my inbox and my inbox will be flooded by useless texts or I'll be called by different people that I don't know. Yes, so you have to respect other people's privacy. And then rule number 9, don't abuse your power. Do not exploit people with less knowledge on how to use the internet. For example, this is really just moral, guys. You know, kailangan, like, if buutan ka, buutan mo like me, you should know this. Kanang, for example, ako kay, may kay kung mag-email, mingon akong mama, like, um, Wada, can you send this email to my employer? And then say lang na kanang kuan like that. I will send it properly, like with professional, like being professional, like salutations, the body being in English, without grammar, checked with Grammarly, like that ba? Nya, if ako gani kay like, hala, ganahan lagi ko mo appeal niya, kailangan mo siya parents consent ko niya, isend na ko sa email ni mama niya. Mayon ko nga, di bitaw ka ba si mama mo kuan sa email, ako lang mag-accept ani. You shouldn't be like that, guys. And rule number 10, which is the last but not the least, is be forgiving of other people's mistake. Diba, as I said, kailangan correct grammar, ang kuan, correct spelling, or maybe parehan ako ron nga nag-stutter, or maybe nasa ko yung mga incorrect, mga grammatical errors. Please forgive me. Kay dili kay ko, I'm not that fluent in English, but I promise I'll be better next time if there is a next time. So you should be forgiving of other people's mistake. Be considerate of those who have less experience in the virtual world. And if you feel compelled to respond to a mistake, do so privately. Dili kay mang call out ta. You have to like PM her nga. Hey, your post, but there is a lot of grammatical errors. Can you change this to this so that you'll seem more you'll convey your message more more you'll be conveying your message properly. Okay, I don't think everyone will understand what you mean because your grammatical errors are so yes like that. privately lang sa like yeah, as long as you're being considerate, yes, it's okay. That is in the core rules of netiquette. And that will be the last thing we're gonna be talking about in my part today. I hope you learned something. And yes, the questions will be answered in the Q&A forum after Sir Nan. That is the last slide. Thank you everyone for listening to my rambling. I hope you understood something. I hope you learned something. Yes, and if you have questions, put them on the chat box so that our moderators can compile them and I can answer them later. So I think I'll be sending the references somewhere so that you guys can see where I got the content from my slide. Yes. Thank you everyone, and that will be all for my part.
Okay, so thank you so much, Guada. So see, daghan kayo ang perks of having a UP mail. So from having an institutional identity to mobility to having a greater file storage. So ato tong i-maximize ang katong nga perks for educational purposes. And also we must take note and follow the etiquettes of the UP mail kay we must use it via professionally. So now, since it is 2:19, we will proceed to the second part of our webinar. Our speaker is Fernand Bernardez. He will be talking about the security protocols of the UP Mail. Fernand,
Okay, thank you so much, Camille. Good afternoon, UP Cebu High School students. First of all, I need to turn on my video. One moment. Okay, so security should always be at the top of our mind, or it should be our one of our priority list, especially when it comes to your online accounts. So you may think there is no reason to use advanced security measures to protect our Google account, but if a hacker or someone with bad intentions end up with access to your account, it can be spell bad news for your finances and also to your personal information. For today, for this webinar session today, hopefully you will follow the tips and guides that I will be sharing. And basically, I got everything from the UPITC webpage and as well sa kuan lang po, search po na ko siya sa Google support na website. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so your Google account has content that is very important to you, like your emails, like your documents, your photos, and more. So you need to protect first your account with recovery information and backup so to help you sign in if first, when your password is forgotten, next, your phone is lost, and the last one, your account is being hacked. Now, let us check the steps on how to avoid getting locked out. Step one, well, we will recover info or recovery info helps you get back to your account if you're locked out. Your account has a recovery phone number. Make sure it's current or updated. If you don't have it added yet, please follow the steps in the next slide. Step number one in recovering your information. You need to add your recovery phone. Okay, again, you need to add your recovery phone by accessing this link. I will click this one. Hopefully you can see it. One moment. By the way, you need to make sure to use, or you need to make sure that it can use a mobile phone that is capable in getting text messages. Also, aside from that, it belongs only to you. Next, you use regularly and keep with you. So one moment, I will just share my screen. This is regarding on how to add your recovery phone. Don't worry, you can see my password now. Okay, so basically this is my recovery phone. All you need to do is just to go to this link that I will be sending directly to our group chat. Yeah, you can save the phone number. It's public naman po. Okay, so that's the link on how to add your recovery phone number. The other step, it's you need to add as well your recovery email address. Okay, again, you need to add your recovery email address by accessing this link. If I'll try to access that one, while I'm accessing it, make sure to choose an email address that you can use regularly, that is also different from the one you use to sign into your Google account. Okay? So basically, this is where I can add as well my email address or recovery email address. I will be sending this one as well directly to our group chat. Okay. Basically, this is my recovery email. Okay. So we're done already with our step number one. Let's proceed to our step number two. For step number two, you can add more ways to sign in and prove you on your account. So basically, if you would like to access or mo na siya mahitabo, naggamit ka og laing phone just to access your email, or nagamit kag computer or nagamit kag laing computer just to access your email on that computer. Basically, if you have this type of capability or feature, maka-receive kag something like this sa inyong phone, as inyong application sa phone. For example, this one. So, if you can see it, okay, so it will verify first kung ikaw ba to na access sa imuhang phone as imuhang email using other computer. If if it's not you, of course, you can click the left button. No, it's not me. On the right side, you can also click yes if it's you. Okay. Next one. First, if you sign in if you sign in with just a password, okay, it really depends if you're using an Android or an iOS phone. So basically, what I show, okay, kaning gi-display na ako sa screen. This is for the iOS. This is for iOS users. I believe that Android will also receive something like this. Okay. Okay. Next one, if you use two-step verification, one way for us to make sure that um, our Gmail or our personal information will be secured through using two-step verification. We trust already Google because Google is actually good in making sure that all of our information are all secured. However, it's really advised na mugamit tag two-step verification email address. After you reset the password there is an option to add this two-step verification because again, this is for added security. Okay? And as well, you need to set up your phone prompts to sign in. You can actually tap prompt that Google sends you to your phone, just like what I showed you earlier. Aside from that, you can store backup codes. I believe ITC also sent this backup codes. If ever that nalimutan na gid ninyo ang password, you can just um, you can just restore your password, or you can still log in to your account as long as you have the backup codes. Okay. Next one. Step three. If ever that all of the steps mentioned, we also have this self-service password. All we need to do is to click, one moment, I will show you the link for self-service password. Basically, I'll be showing you the ITC um, instructions on how to on how to pass or to reset your password. So for this one, of course, you need to go to mail.up.edu.ph. Then after that one, I want you to go to forgot password. If you will click the forgot password link, you will be able to see this one. It will be prompted, enter the last password you remember using this Google account. Do not enter your last password. Instead, click try another way. If you will click try another way, you will see something like this. There will be a code or a code will be sent to your cover phone number. Then after that, i-type lang mo katong code na gisend sa imong phone number. Then click send button. After clicking send button, you will be able to create your new password now. Okay? Okay, let's proceed. So again, after nimo maka-receive sa code na gisend sa imuhang phone number, this time you will now create your password. For your password, make sure that it should be more than 15 characters long. Okay? Pa at least strong ang imuhang password. And also, ayaw yung tawon ibutang ang iyong password. For example, ang password niyo kay pangalan si yung ex. Inyong birthday, ang inyong monthsary, inyong anniversary. Kay kung ang tao makabalo sa imong personal information, dali ra kayo na masudlan ng imuhang account. Okay? Okay, bitter kayo ko. Okay, sige, let's proceed. Next one. Okay? So if ever na dili mo work ang step 1, step 2, or step 3, that's the time that we will send an email directly to ITC. Ang email again sa ITC kay itc.upcebu@up.edu.ph. Okay? I know that some of you here nag-send mga inquiries or queries regarding sa ato ang UP email, nag-send sila email sa kanina email address. Actually, naana sa inyong naana sa to ang group chat. Lastly, okay, how to make your account more secure. Okay, in Google, they take online security seriously. Okay, to protect your Google account from online crimes, we strongly recommend following the steps below regularly. First thing that you need to do, of course, you need to do a security checkup. So basically, for the security checkup, you can just easily go to this link. If you will click, I will click this link. Basically, for this one, you will be able to see something like this. If you can see, my security checkup, it's actually all green. Kay wa man ko'y issues so far. Updated na akong device. And also, two-step verification is also updated. My third-party access are also updated without any issues. So, if you can see something like this, sa inyong security checkup, you're doing good, you're doing well. However, kung na ay red diha, please na lang ko check. Okay? I will be sharing this one moment. But at least maka-check pod mo sa inyong end. Okay? So this is the security checkup link. If you will just click that, you will be able to see something like this on my screen. Okay, next step. Step number 2, in making sure that everything are all secured, we need to update your software. Okay, if your browser, operating system, or apps are out of date or outdated, the software might not be safe from hackers. Keep your software updated to help you protect your account. First, you need to update your browser. Second, you need to update your operating system. Make sure you're using the latest version of the operating system on your device, and you will be more secure. Aside from that, we need to update your apps. In updating our apps, we need to make sure that you're using the latest version of the apps on your phone or on your computer. Okay? And basically for Google, sa Google Manggod, ang ginagamit nato kay Google Chrome, right? So muna siya kadalasan ang ato ang ginagamit. Okay, step number 3. I know that it's risky to use the same password on multiple sites. However, we are strongly advising you to make sure to use a different password on each application you would like to enter. Because, for example, if the hacker will notice, if the hacker already hacked your Gmail account, ma-hack na niya tanang accounts nimo online. So make sure lang na i-change nimo imong password. Or lahi-lahi siya password sa lahi-lahi na application. Okay. You need to make sure as well that you need to create your unique and a unique password for each account. First, use a different password for each of your important accounts, just like what I said earlier. Reusing passwords for important accounts, it's so risky. If someone gets your password for one account, they could access your email address and even your money. It's really important. Okay, next one. Make your password longer and more memorable. Dili siya ang memorable, dili ginamihan na katong inyong anniversary, inyong monthsary. Palihog lang yung tawon ko kung mailhan ako na. Okay? Next, long password are stronger. So make your password at least 15 characters long. These steps can help you create longer passwords that are easier to remember. Next, a series of words that are meaningful to you. For example, I will not give an example na lang kay basig mahalata. Okay, next, an abbreviation. Make a password from the first letter of each word in a sentence. Muna siya kadalasan ng imo, or actually those are the suggestions. And also, we need to avoid choosing passwords that could be guessed by people who know you, people looking at easily accessible information. Avoid personal information and common words. We need to avoid creating passwords from information that others might know or could easily find out. Examples, your nickname or your initials, the name of your child or pet, important birthdays or years, your anniversary, the name of your street, numbers from your address. Okay? Do not use also common words and patterns. I want you to avoid simple words, phrases, and patterns that are easily to guess. For example, obvious na kaayo siya na mga words and phrases like password or let me in. For example, password ni. Napoy sequence na ABCD. Napoy sequence na 1, 2, 3, 4. Diba? Password patterns like QWERTY, right? QWERTY. Diba? So, actually, muna siya ang dali masudlan og hackers because of that type of passwords. Okay? As well, you need to hide your written passwords. I know that it's just like what I said earlier, na di ba mo, ikwaon na to itong backup codes. Of course, you need to make sure that you will hide it so that dili masaktan sa uban. Okay? If you need to write your password down, don't leave it on your computer or on your desk. Make sure any written passwords are stored somewhere that's secret or locked. It's really important. And I will be sharing you some reminders regarding this two-step verification issue. I believe that, yeah, the password posted, actually, ang ITC nagbuhat ana. Kaning password for computers. I believe UP High School students ang nakabalo ra ana na password. Thank you, Shan. Okay. And for two-step verification issue, I will be clicking this link and I will be sharing this so that, okay, Okay, kani? Again, ang purpose lang atong login nato sa computer because that is not our computer, so that other students can also access the computer using the same password gave by ITC. Okay. Again, if naagud may problema sa inyong email or sa inyong UP email, please don't hesitate to contact or ask assistance from me because I'll be more than happy to assist you. Okay? So I think that's all. O, di ba? Nakaya, magin ako 15 minutes. Again, your Google account has content that is very important, so please make sure to have a secured password and also make sure that you will follow the steps that I provided. And I think Cherise will be sending the PowerPoint presentation to the UP Tambuli or through your email. I think so. And I think that's all, Camille. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Dan.
Thank you so much, Sir Nan. I hope you listened very well, no, sa atong audience, sa atong speakers, especially sa security protocol so that you will not encounter problems with your UP mail. Kay lisod na if naay problem and gamit biya ang UP mail, especially sa atong online classes. So at this juncture, we will be having the forum. So if you have questions, don't be shy. Put them in the chat box so that our speakers can answer them. So I think natay question ganiha sa chat box. It's from James. I will just reiterate it. When daw ang expiration sa Premium Office 365?
Hi
Wada.
again, everyone. Okay. Hi again, everyone.
Without, again, to reiterate, your UT emails will not expire, and with it comes its benefits. So, kay di man ma-expire ang UP email, di ma-expire po ang Microsoft Office, and dili sad ma-expire inyong unlimited Google Drive storage. Anara, simply put, no? Yes.
Clarification from the chat box. Ingon says, Kuya Mond, ingon lagi si Sir Edwin nga if mobalhin kay dili naka-access.
Ano siya mabalhin?
School, guro?
Really? Says who? Char. I don't
Sir
know.
Edwin.
Kaya nangutan ako sa kong kaila, actually, sige pa siya gamit. As in like, while the webinar was ongoing, I called him. Yung nangutan ako niya, ma-expire ba? Hindi, dili raman daw.
Actually, for business world, mas nindot na good siya na i-delete kung for example outside the organization na ka or wala na ka sa UP. But sa UP, kung naan na siya kung feature na hinaan na we can access that one sa ato ang lifetime. So, nindot kayo, beneficial kayo sa to, di ba?
Kaya kasama na siya, nangutan ako niya kung ni-graduate naman siya 2 years ago, dungan namin ni-graduate, no? Sa ko ba? Ay, last year. Last year. O niya, niingon siya nga, sige pa siya gamit sa iyang Microsoft Office nga UP email o Google Drive nga email.
Okay, there. Mo na ata ng answer.
So, I don't know, asa sa Sir Edwin. Siguro na siya experience. I don't know. I don't know his life really. So, yeah. Without joke. Inana ba? Basin na siya kailapod. So, siguro na ipa-confirm na lang nato na, no?
Yes. Basta nalimtan rata delete.
IT. Basin na lintan ra delete or sa kadaghan gani kay pila ba yung graduate sa tibok system. Oh, by the way ha, it's really hard or difficult to retrieve emails because the UP system administers everything. Dili na siya per department ang pag-administer. Sakto na, no?
Yes, I can hear you.
UP system ang ga-manage anak tanan, di ba? Dili,
yes.
Dili UP Sigura.
Dili ra UP Sigura.
So, muna siya, take care of your password. Di ba, Nathan? O sige, mura to siyang
Wait, nailaing question si James. Na ba daw differences sa paggamit sa Outlook and sa UP Mail account?
Okay, thank you, Camille. If you will talk about the platform, actually, there are actually nagi differences. But if you experience one platform na, using, for example, using Google account or Google platform, it will be easier na lang for you to use the Outlook. Inana siya. But few differences lang, gagmay na bigyan differences. Kaduha na ninangotan na si James, din antay kung James ay.
James, move on din pag may time, ha? Wag joke. Kung sa pag-joke nga, joke naman ka, Charbita. Yes, napay lang question.
Okay, any more questions? I would like to clarify lang ha regarding atong UP Mail na perks. Actually, if we will talk about the G Suites, about the collaboration tools, you can use tools available in our G Suites. Let me open my app first so that you can see it. One moment. So basically, for the G Suite, one moment. I need to share my screen. Okay. So basically, for G Suites, you can see it here by accessing your Google Apps. Aside from your Gmail, your Google Drive, you can also use Docs, Sheets, Slides, Calendar, Meeting, your Google Sites. You can create your basic website here, your contacts, and all. Pati gani Google Jamboard. This Jamboard project na pwede naka-interact ang tanang students while nag-present si teacher. Pwede na siya gamitin. Okay? So again, your collaboration tools are all here. Your applications are all here sa inyong Google account. Okay?
Hello, questions from the chat box. Ate Grika. Asha, I tried to have the Canva Pro using the UP Mail, but only the trial period is available. How do I have Canva Pro?
Moadto ka sa kuan, you'll have to go to canva.com/education. I'll show you guys. Should I show you guys or is it understandable na? Pag first, mauputi akong na encounter but all you have to do ra jud kay kailangan ra mo adto sa canva.com/education which is gi-answer na pod sa chat box guys. Canva.com/education. Mauna to siya amo gawas. The screen, this one. Yeah, log in na lang ka if naka-sign up na ka with your UP Mail. That's all.
Okay, no more questions.
I think that ends our forum. Now, I would like you to open your cameras. Kay mag-documentation ta. Please open your cameras so we can see your pretty faces. Inside mo screenshot. Ay, wait.
Yan, screenshot ng si Roxanne Kwong. Special participation of parents.
Wait lang, mangita sa kog layout na nindot. Okay. Naka-tiled ba yan siya? So, okay, let's see.
Child-friendly process, ha?
Meron mo guys.
Okay, one moment. Okay. So, okay, ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, smile. Pag-asag buhok na ni Lloyd.
Nakin sa inyo si Watts na officer. Yeah.
Okay.
One more? One more, Gabi. Bukan to film. Yes.
Isensa na ang mali ko.
Ano isend? Wait.
Okay. I can only see Kwan Baya Diri ha, 24 sa Kwan screen.
Suluoy itong uban. Oh, sad.
Edit lang daw.
Out balik. Kanila din siya makita so far. Okay, again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay. There you go. Wala nag-on si Charisse at si Heart. Wala nag-on silang video. Okay lang.
Sila. Sure. At least appeal ang papa ni mama ni Roxanne.
Okay na.
Okay. So that ends our webinar. Thank you so much, Sir Francis, Fernand, Guada. Sa tanan nag-organize ane. Lau, Therese, Fernando, Charisse. Kinsa pa? I forgot.
This online, no? The recording.
Kendra.
Yes, sir.
Sige, for
Yes,
everyone's
Sandra, thank you also. And
Okay.
and to you guys, thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And to you guys, thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. 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 Okay.